Morning kids, Jake Clendenning, team leader, Keller Williams, Northern Colorado Realty. Happy Monday morning. If you're not excited about Monday morning and you're not excited about numbers, go back to bed, have more coffee, do something. Yeah, it's like before 8 o'clock in the morning, we're talking about last month's numbers. So let's tear into this, right? So a couple things you're going to see right off the bat when you look at September numbers versus October numbers. What do you notice right away? It should be that there's a lot more green over here, right? We talked about that was going to happen going forward. So on the surface of it, these numbers are incredible. You guys had a brilliant month. I mean, you look at this, there's some huge record-setting numbers for the market center, which means you guys, right? That means you guys did so much more work and you got paid for that work that you did. So that's on the surface of this, and that's awesome. Here's some second level thinking that somebody encouraged me to do. Drilling into these a little bit more. So let's look at the differences between some key categories in September and some key categories looking into October. So our listings taken, we were down 12.5%, and we were down 18.4. Now we were still up in the year at 18.2. We're still up 15. Let's look at what we took. So this year in September, we took 77 listings. Last year we took 88. This year we took 31. And last year we took 38 in October. So we're seeing the trend potentially from seasonality, and yet this is a little bit of self-induced seasonality in the regard that, yeah, it's coming into the fourth quarter, nobody does any business in there anyway, and we kind of shut down on our own, right? Now is the time to go take market share, because the amount of listings MLS took didn't drop by that many. So that's what I want you guys to realize. Right, so we're still down a little bit from last year in listings taken. So let's take a look at contracts written. So September, we said we wrote 12% contracts. This September we wrote 84. Last September we wrote 85. We were a little bit up, right? So this September, let's look at it. It says contracts written minus 4.9. This October we wrote 78. Last October we wrote 82, difference of 4 contracts, difference, right? So very similar in seasonality if you look across this. These numbers are not that far apart. So you're maintaining that pace. We're a little off the pace, and that's okay. We got a couple months left in the year. So let's talk about some of these huge numbers in October, right? So we've got, let's take a look at listings taken and listings taken volume, right? So listings taken was down 18.4, and yet the volume was up 19.8 overall. Now, year to year, that's one thing, but there's a difference here. There's like almost a 40% difference in here. This is the interesting stuff, right? So let's take a look at contracts written. This is an interesting one too, right? So they're both pink categories in the written volume. We're minus 4.9, we're positive 5.8. We're greater than 10% difference here. Let's go back and look at listings sold and listings sold volume. So yeah, we were up 40 and the volume was up 94.4. Now that's incredible. Okay, so why does that make a difference in why it's so different, right? So if the units, so listings taken is a unit number, contracts written is a unit number, right? And closed is a unit number. Everything else is a volume. So what happens in a shifting market, right? So price points drop. What happens immediately? You're going to lose volume. You're going to lose volume. You're going to lose volume, right? So this is where this is important to know. Last year we took 38 listings. This year we took 31. 7 more units will make the difference in the volume. Okay, so the volume is GCI, right there, 101% right now. So what happens in a shifting market? If the market softens a little bit, which it's going to, that's the prediction of where we are, not just seasonality, expect it to kind of land there. If you're relying on the volume to support and fund your life worth living, you're going to live less of a life because you're going to lose the volume, right? It's all about the units. You guys need to track the units, watch that real close. So these are awesome numbers. We're going to talk about this at the team meeting a little bit tomorrow as well. Also, ask your ALC if you got questions about this. This is also going to stay up on the board. Here's some super awesome stuff that you need to know about. Profit share. Look at this one. 195.9% over month over month. 58.5% greater year over year. Here's the big numbers, right? So to date, we have done $277,728 in profit sharing. We got 2 months left in the year. Last year, as a total, we did $193,720, right? We're going to break 300,000 this year. We're going to pass this by 35% probably overall from the entire all of last year. That is awesome. This is the stuff that is your mailbox money coming in profit share. That is going to be incredibly cool. Again, you guys got questions about this, I want you to come talk to me about this. I'm going to leave it up. We're going to talk about it a little bit at the team meeting. If there's some stuff you're not understanding, man, come find me and talk to me about this. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Go Fight Win.